Yo people, welcome back to Morelia, Mexico. I'm excited this week to show you a whole bunch of my favorite foods in the world. So when you think of Mexican food, the first thing you probably think of is tacos. But you might not know there are so many variations of tacos. And I don't just mean what you put in them. I mean tacos dorados, tacos sudados, tacos de canasta. They're like actually different forms of tacos. Like tacos dorados are fried. They're a common antojito. Like the normal Mexican foods you think of are probably all antojitos. Like enchiladas, tamales, things like that. All antojitos, and they're things typically you eat later at night. So we'll definitely get some different types of tacos, but I think probably the second most common food in Mexico is called sopes. So this morning we're going to sopes. They're kind of like tacos, except tacos are in a tortilla where the tortilla is thinner and the sope is thicker. Sopes are served flat, tacos are folded up, and sopes are typically bigger than tacos. Like normal, you know this place is good, because check out, we're gonna be waiting, I think like 20 or 30 minutes to get a seat, and that's all right. It's worth it. Vale la pena. So that said, let's go get some sopes. Sopes and tortillas are both made this way, so it's really common. You see the tortilla press, and at an authentic spot there will be a person, usually a woman, who's taking the fresh masa, kind of pounding it out with her hands, and then she'll put it in the tortilla press and straight to the comal. This obviously is so big, it's not really a comal, it's kind of more just like a flat grill. This is one of those secrets to Mexican food. Fresh tortillas are so amazing. And over here you can see the sopes that are kind of finished. So they put like sour cream and beans and cheese, and then some of them have a little guisado, like different things on them, and they're just warming up a little bit before they put together the order and set it at the table. So good. And over here you can see all the different guisados. They've got them all just prepared and ready. So as the sopes are ready, they just throw the stuff on and it's ready to go. You ever seen a bucket of oranges like this? It's pretty normal in Mexico. They're just pounding out, making a lot of orange juice. Que rico, oh my gosh. So we got some sopes over here. You're gonna see I get sopes I get these specific guisados, we say, to fill things all the time. So when I get tacos, you're probably gonna see a lot more of these same things. Over here we got rajas. It's like bell peppers. They're super delicious. All kinds of spices and things in there. And over here we have chorizo. Chorizo is like spiced pork, ground pork. So good. It's gonna be fantastic. And these are the way sopes are. They're always like flat with the beans and the cheese and the cream and then the guisados. Let's go. Another thing you're going to see a lot of in Mexico is fresh fruits. And so anytime you can get fresh juices, they're like the most amazing fresh juices or fresh fruits that you've ever had in your life. Don't miss out. Also, you might have thought you had quesadillas before, but quesadillas in Mexico are like this. They're totally different probably than what you've had. It's not just a tortilla folded with cheese, it's a tortilla that's huge with cheese and other stuff inside. So this is carne deshebrada. Deshebrada is like pulled apart. Carne is beef. So this is like beef that's pulled apart. It's delicious, and then it's cooked with all kinds of other stuff. You can see the potatoes and carrots. Mi amigo aquí, mi hermano Jesus, tiene un sope de carne deshebrada. Y the other thing I want to share is the secret to Mexican food, in my opinion. This is definitely just my opinion. It's all about salsas. So anywhere you go, there's gonna be salsas on the table. You gotta cover your stuff. Make sure you get it good. And then you go big. Ay, que rico. So good. One thing never to forget to pack when you come into Mexico is an extra stomach. So now that it's super full, let's put in the extra stomach, and next we're going for tacos de canasta. Of course, Mexico does have high cuisine, but in my book, the best foods are street foods. So today we're doing some tacos de canasta. The canasta is the basket. Today, instead of a basket with a towel, they use like modern day coolers. And they make the tacos like pre-made and they put them in the cooler, and so they get like, they call them sweaty, like tacos sudados, but they're really just kind of like tacos that have been pre-made and they're still warm, but they're like a little bit wet because they've been in the cooler. They're amazing. So if you make your way to Mexico, definitely you have to look for some tacos de canasta. The first tacos I have to show you are amazing. They're vegetarian tacos de rajas. You're gonna see tacos de canasta are just a little bit messy. Rajas are bell peppers, and so it's just got like bell peppers and onions, cheese in the taco, a little bit sweaty, amazing. Still want something vegetarian, but you like that spicy stuff, the next one I'm doing is chile capon. These ones are spicy chilies, usually with like a black sauce. Check this out. It's hard to see what's in there, but they are fantastic. And the last taco I've got for you is absolutely not vegetarian, but it's one of the tastiest things in the world. It's called choriqueso. Chorizo here in Mexico is different than Spanish chorizo. It's kind of like carne molido, like ground meat, but it's mixed together with spices and things like that. And it's pork with spices, and choriqueso then has the chorizo. It's like a little bit spicy pork meat mixed in with cheese. So good. I love the street dogs in Mexico. They're so friendly and so cute. I think this is like a thing of the past, but people used to say if there are dogs around the taco stand, you know it's good, because you know you're not eating dog. Another thing about traveling in Mexico is you gotta know the fruits are next level. They are so good. So everywhere, you should definitely get juices. You should get what they call aguas. Agua de Jamaica is a hibiscus juice. It's so good. But orange juice, jugo de naranja, next level. Any juices you find, anything with fruits, do it. You won't regret it. I'm definitely gonna have plenty more tacos for you today. Tacos de canasta are just breakfast. Next I'm gonna show you what here in Michoacan people often have as a snack, but I would just call it lunch because it's huge. Let's go get some Mexican Gaspachos. When most people think of gazpacho, they think of the Spanish cold tomato soup, but here in central Mexico, it's something totally different and super incredibly delicious. The real key is that the fruits here in Mexico are so good, they are unbelievable. So the base of a gazpacho is mango, and usually people get mango and jicama, but my favorites are mango and piña, or mango and honeydew, or cantaloupe. And so the base is basically just like a half liter or a liter of fruit. But then they mix in all of this like really salty, delicious Mexican cheese. I don't know if it's cotija or what, but it kind of has that flavor to it. Sometimes they put salsa in it. They bathe it in like lime juice or orange juice. There are so many different variations, and you can make all the choices along the way. And for a last touch, they mix in onion, like fresh onion. So good. So all that said, let's go get some gazpachos. So my nephew got an entire liter of gazpacho. So you can see this dude just spooned out like a whole liter of mango and jicama. And then he's poured it out on the table. He's gonna start mixing it up and put stuff in it. And my nephew didn't really ask for anything in it. So you see, he doesn't really mix anything up in this one. It's just like a liter of fruits. He puts the orange juice over the top and boom. So this one's a half liter of jicama and mango. And you can see he's putting some chili in there, a little bit of salt, mixing that stuff up. Sometimes people get like onion, lime juice, chamoy, tamarindo, like all kinds of different stuff. There's the cheese, he mixed it all in. And then of course he uses the knife to make a little bit of space, a little bit of salt, a little more chile, a little more cheese. You get the idea. Gaspachos are just like fresh fruit with all kinds of stuff mixed in, and they're so delicious. There's a point where my wife and I talked about trying to make gazpachos somewhere else, and we realized the cost of fruit would make gazpachos like $20 each. Which is just to say, you're pretty much only going to find them in Mexico. So if you're in central Mexico, you gotta get gazpachos. Yes, gazpachos. That juicy, fruity, amazing goodness. Let's go. What's the mixture of flavors? You get the spicy and the salty and the sweet and the sour. It's like everything all at once. So good. And especially, of course, because you cannot beat the fruit in Mexico. If you come, do not miss out. It is the best. But as good as it is, as much as you can't miss out, you can't eat fruit all the time in Mexico. So next, we're going for borrego. It's the sheep. Let's go get tacos de borrego. Oh man, I love those tacos de canasta. But today we got some other tacos for you. We're going for tacos de barbacoa de borrego. It's like lamb tacos that are out of the barbecue. You can see behind me they're making the tortillas fresh. This is one of the really key things to look for. If you're looking for a great place to sit, you should see someone making tortillas. And then when they bring you tortillas to the table, you can ask for the fresh ones, like the super hot ones just straight off of the comal. You'll see today, instead of buying individual tacos the way we did with the tacos de canasta, we're gonna buy like a kilo of borrego. And so they'll just bring like the loose meat, and then we'll be making the tacos at the table. The other thing we're gonna order is consommé, which is so good. Consommé is kind of like a soup, except it has nothing in it. It's just the juice of the soup. It's like super fatty, super delicious. It's gonna be amazing. Let's go get it. So this dude's opening up the basket. He pulls off that blanket, which is like to hold all the juices and heat in. And then inside there, you can see he's got just like all of the different pieces. This right here inside that plastic bag is a big chunk of montalayo. So you can see all that stuff spill out. Montalayo is so fantastic. And you're gonna see tacos of montalayo in just a moment. Underneath here, he's opening it up, and you can see they've made little different rolled up packs of all the different types of meat from the sheep. So whatever you order, he just pulls that out, chops it up, ready to go. And just like I said before, over here, this is a legit comal. And this is how tortillas are made. So there she is, rolling up the masa. And then she puts it in the tortilla press, pulls it out, throws it straight on the comal. And the really good ones, you'll see them start to inflate. There it is. You see those ones inflating? This painting's of a super famous spot right here in central Mexico, just outside of Pátzcuaro, the island of Janitzio. This island is where the origin of the Day of the Dead happened. And we're going there next week, so hang on for that. So if you want to look like a pro when you sit down, there's usually multiple salsas. In this case, we got the green and the red. And to look like a pro, to try them, you use the back of your hand like this. just like that. Tomatillo, un poco, pica un poco, it's a little bit spicy. But like normal for me, it's all about the red. They just have different flavors. Be careful, because they're often spicy. And next, borrego y consomé. Here we have consomé. It's like pure, fatty, juicy greatness. It's awesome. So I like to try it first. This consommé brings like garbanzo, hominy in it, so it's different than a lot of them. But I like to do a lot of veggies. And it's super common. It's however you like it, but it's super common in Mexico to put a lot of onion. A little bit of lime. I'm all about that red salsa. With consommé, sometimes you get it like in a cup and you just go around and drink it, like when you're walking around the market or whatever. But other times, you get it like this. And an extra secret, you can use a tortilla. Me pasas una tortilla. And with the tortilla, it goes like this. Ooh, so good. Yes. And for the next round, we're gonna get the meat. This stuff is amazing. So over here we have like the real meat of the sheep. And you can see it's just a mixture of all the different types of things. It's like there's fatty chunks and muscle chunks, and it's all just ready to fall apart and melt in your mouth. It's amazing. And over here, something special. We have montalayo. You might be a little bit afraid of it, but you should not be. It's like all the gut meats mixed together. And so what they do is they mix up the gut meats with all kinds of spices and things, and they stuff it in the stomach, and it all cooks together. And it's incredibly delicious. It's all the different textures wrapped up. It's like amazing. So one way you can serve them, I mean, you can cool off the tortilla for a moment. And obviously you can serve it with the fork. You can also just grab a taquito. And you can see when you look at the montalayo, the mix of all of that deliciousness, all kinds of different things. It's awesome. And then however you like it, you can put some lime, some onion, some salsa, whatever you want. Maybe I'll do a little bit of the green. Y a entrar. Oh, it's all the textures. And the salsa adds a little flavor too. And it's not bland gut meats. It's cooked with spices already. Mexicans are amazing at spices. Really incredible at spices. So anything that's a little bit like red colored or whatever, you know it's gonna be good. I know I gotta finish this, but I gotta show you also how soft is this borrego. So again, I'm just gonna grab a taquito. Wait. So in the actual sheep meat, you can see also the mixture of all those different textures and things. It's like, it's not just the pure muscle. There's like the fatty parts, maybe a little bit of like ligament connective tissue. It's so good and really, really ready to just melt in your mouth. So I'm always a fan of the salsa. Like I said, it's the secret to Mexican cuisine. Ooh. And it just falls apart on your tongue. You barely even need to chew it. So amazing. Honestly, I don't even know where we're headed next. So let's see what kind of food we got for you tomorrow. Well, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My second stomach is absolutely packed to the top. But there's no way I could leave this video without my favorite taco in the world. Tacos de pastor. Wherever you are in Mexico, you're gonna find some decent tacos de pastor, but you'll find 10 places for every decent one. You gotta ask people, where are the real good tacos de pastor? People will tell you that's where you go. And for my money, if they don't have pineapple on them, they probably don't count. Tacos de pastor were like a thing that arrived centuries ago when the Turkish immigrants came. So if it looks like gyros or doner kebab, that's because it was that culture that brought them here. But here in Mexico, the science was perfected. When they begin to put all kinds of spices and achiote and whatever, all those things within the layers and layers of meat and put it in the trompo. Oh my gosh, my favorite taco ever. So all that said, let's go get los de pastor. It's common in Mexican food that to me, the real key is in the salsas. Make sure you be careful and try a little first. Sometimes they're deceptive. Like the green one can look like avocado and be super spicy because you just never know when there's habanero in there. It's a beautiful thing watching a guy cut the tacos de pastor off of the trompo. I love it. I could watch it all day long. And then sometimes instead of having the pineapple chopped up on the table like they do here, the pineapple is on top of the trompo, and at the end the guy uses the knife to just flip a little piece of pineapple into the taco. It's super fun. Oh my gosh, my favorite taco, no question, pastor. The way to do it in my book, you got to get some of the red salsa, some of the green salsa, a little bit of lime, definitely some piña, absolutely, some pineapple, maybe some onion, that's up to you. Let's go. Honestly, I have never been so full in my entire life. So I'm only gonna go get 2 more. But here we are in Morelia, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. This was the Spanish administrative center of their empire here in Mexico, and it is gorgeous. If you haven't seen the sights, check out this video on screen. Trust me, you're gonna love it.